Although summer is in and school is out, spirit finds some type of way to become instilled into our school, but questioning if the spirit is directed towards our sports. This ponders the question if NYU has any type of school spirit. Let's speak with our NYU students Taylor and Sky and how they found their way into the NYU sports community, how they are involved, and finding ways to spread the spirit along campus.
Hi, my name is Sky, and for the past 2 years, I've been on the NYU Spirit Cheer Team, which is for game day and sideline cheer. I became part of the cheer team my freshman year in the fall semester, and I tried out. And going into the tryout process, it wasn't like a huge training that I needed to do beforehand. I sort of just attended the prep clinics as needed, which are like our sort of the sessions where they teach you the chants and the dances that you'll do at tryouts. And you practice those whenever you can. You attend all the prep clinics, and then you go through 1 or 2 days of tryouts. And yeah, that's the whole tryout process since the first grade. And I also came from a performing arts high school as a dance major. So going from the arts being like heavily ingrained into my day to day life to a major where like arts was very much not there at all. It was sort of a drastic change, but I knew that I wanted to keep some sort of artsy, dancey vibe to me. And to me, that was the easiest thing was cheering, and it seemed like the most fun option. And it was something new to try, so that led me to wanting to become part of the cheer team. Advantages and disadvantages of being a part of the cheer team. I say for sure an advantage is the community that you meet. All of the people that joined our cheer team are super down to earth, super fun to be around. Like, I love all of them so, so much. And because I'm not the most social person, going to practice twice a week and seeing these people for like 4 hours a week has sort of it forces you to like build a connection with these people. So that's my way to sort of like get out and talk to more people and meet more friends. Disadvantages, depending on what type of person you are, if you struggle with time, what's that called? Like time management, being a part of the cheer team might be a disadvantage just in the aspect of balancing everything. This last year, I was the social media manager. So there was a lot of balancing that I had to do between running the social media accounts and working the two part time jobs I had and doing school full time and also making time for myself and regular life occurrences, things that happen. So that could be a disadvantage, but you just sort of learn. It's a good skill to have regardless. So the quicker you learn it, the less it'll become a disadvantage. I think in order to draw more attention to NYU sports, I'm not entirely sure how I personally would promote it more, but I think an idea that could be thought about. I know we have Club Fest every semester, which does very well with, you know, bringing to people's attention the different clubs we have. I know since the sports teams aren't clubs and they're actual sports teams, we wouldn't necessarily be able to have them in Club Fest, but maybe if we had something equivalent to Club Fest or like some sort of alternative that's more for the sports teams, then that could possibly draw more attention to it. That's just my idea though. I don't know how probable or likely that is. And then also like, the school's been doing a lot more a bigger job of trying to promote like the women's basketball teams wins and the men's basketball teams wins and even like our soccer teams, our lacrosse team on the university pages, which I see their effort and I think it is getting there. But it's just gonna take some time get into people's mind. For school spirit, I definitely think NYU can have school spirit. It sort of just depends on the event. Like I know a lot of the basketball events that get the most students to come are the ones where they are giving out like free t-shirts or like some sort of or the themed ones where it's like the pride game and there'll be like the first 200, 300 students to show up get a free t-shirt, and those fill up very quickly with our students and our student section fills up very quickly. And they love it. Like they'll come to the game and they'll like support the team and we'll get crazy and it's just really, really fun. So I think what people should know about NYU sports is probably just to not sleep on them and that they're really fun. The cheer team actually, when we went to the women's championship game, it was in Salem, Virginia this year, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it was. And they had a fan bus. So any NYU student could sign up and be like, "Hey, I want to go support the cheer or the basketball team." And that's what we did as the cheer team. We all registered. Also, we got put on a bus. The bus drove us to Virginia. We got to cheer them on at the game, and then because we were like so far out, we stayed the night at a hotel, fully paid for by NYU and everything. So it was like really, really fun. And just like the game itself is electric. It's so, so fun. For NYU Spirit Cheer, we are open to accepting anybody of any experience level. If you've only done cheer for 1 year, if you've never done cheer, I've never done cheer before joining this team. If you have no dance experience, if you're like, I can't even like touch my toes because I'm not that flexible, it's okay because these are skills that we work on as a team. Still try out because the most important thing for us is being able to work together and just have that energy to support our team. So don't think that you need a certain amount of experience or a certain amount of skills in order to make it on this team. It's just good to put yourself out there.
So my name is Taylor Epaulet. I'm a sophomore, well, going to my junior year here at NYU. My major is media culture communications, and I'm the student manager for the NYU women's basketball team. I wanted to become a manager for the basketball team is because basketball has always been a part of my life. It's been something that my dad has been really interested in. I've played up until high school, and I kind of made the executive decision in high school that I knew I didn't want to play in college, but I still love being a part of like the basketball community because some of my closest friends are the people that I've played basketball with. So I knew I still wanted just like the teammate aspect and the culture of being a part of a team, which is honestly really fun. As a manager during practice, we do the clock, so whether that be shot clock or timing the drills. Sometimes I play dummy defense. I'm an extra passer when needed be. And then during the games, I kind of do what the coach needs me or the assistant coaches need. So sometimes I'll be taking stats of the games, or during timeouts, if the head coach wants a stool, I'll kind of like set that in front of the bench and then she'll sit on the stool. And we pick up the food. So if we're at an away game, I go pick up the food and it gets dropped right off at the away team's gym. So I'll just walk up to the door, pick it up. And then for events, we have a director of basketball operations, and so that's not me, but I just kind of like help out with planning the events or setting up the events, like a senior night or a girls and women's sports day, or this year we had a game to raise awareness for Alzheimer's. So anything like that, I kind of help around with. A few of the sports, or like a lot of the sports, come together to where they can all play in one area. But I know it's super difficult to just kind of like want to people to go to the games because we live in the city and it's like kind of far. I know the track and field games are super, or not super far, but are a little far, in soccer and like swimming as well. And so maybe if NYU kind of like got more people wanting to go to the games and then kind of like funded buses to go to the games, I think that would be like a really cool way to maybe get more traction to want people to go to the games. From being the manager, last summer in August, we went to China and we actually played some games over there. And so just saying yes to every single opportunity. So going to the games, going to the practices, even if you might not want to because it's like a 3.5 hour practice or something like that, or just kind of like the time can be something that might sway you, but it's really the experiences that you gain, and there's like no better feeling for just like wanting a team to win and then winning the national championship twice and getting to go to like Roanoke, Virginia and playing in the championship and being on the news as some of them, or just like meeting the governor of New York, which literally happened like when was that? I think like Tuesday or something like that happened, or Wednesday. So just the experiences that I've gained as a manager have been some of the best experiences that I've ever had in my life, and something that I will always treasure. And so, yeah, just say yes, just be available and take advantage of this opportunity. Obviously, nothing compared to like a school like Duke University, where like their whole thing is their sports, along with their academics, of course. But I think we do. You have to kind of go out and find it. But I think what's really cool is our alumni are really responsive and they really show up for the team. I know especially the women's basketball alumni, there was at least like one alumni at every single game. They went to our championship game. And so just knowing and having people who have graduated but who still love the team and want us to do well is like really cool. And I know that I've had my friends go to like numerous games this season and last season as well. So just trying to like, because my friend told me, she was like, oh my God, I don't know why I haven't come to a game like sooner. Like, this is great. And so like you have such a good time and it's like such a fun experience because like, well, everyone knows, at least from like high school or something, just like rooting for like your team, for any team it may be. And so just like having people relive that experience in a college where it may be like a little difficult to get to. Yeah, so I think we do have school spirit, honestly, but I mean, I think we could always, make it a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just grateful for this opportunity to be a manager for this incredible team. Definitely not what I expected coming here my freshman year. I didn't think we'd win 2 national championships back to back, let alone go to China, having 2 undefeated seasons. But yeah, just great experience overall.
This has been Tatiana Diomi, and you're listening to WNYU only on 89.1 FM.